Aaron, it's really been a battle with the Rays all season long, this series, and tonight, no exception. Just how tough a pill is it to swallow that your season ends tonight?
Um, it's awful. Um, the ending is cruel. It really is. And so many people I'm grateful for that pour so much into this, from all the players, staff, clubhouse personnel, training staff, so many people that poured so much into this, and especially in such a crazy year. I'm proud of so many people. I'm proud to work alongside with so many people that sacrificed so much this year. Feel like in what's been a real year of peaks and valleys for us on the field too. I feel like, in a lot of ways we're playing our best baseball right now. We lost to a really good team that, I thought played a really good game against us, obviously being able to hold us down tonight. We're going to get there. I know it. And it's going to make it all the sweeter, but a lot of hurting people in that room right now.
The expectations were so high for this team when you entered the season. Do you look at this season as a failure because you did not reach your goal of winning a World Series?
Look, I hate that question every year because there's failures and successes, and no one in that room is a failure. Our goal is to win a world championship. That's what we feel like we're capable of. That's the goal when we set out way back in Tampa in spring, and then summer camp, nothing changed. Entering the playoff, nothing changed. We have a team capable, I feel, of being a champion. We haven't gotten there yet. I believe in my heart we will, and we just got to keep grinding away at it.
Marley Rivera, you have the next question.
Hey, Aaron, could you please talk to us about that at bat by Brosseau against Chapman and what you saw there? And obviously, sort of, the narrative is going to be that he did it against the guy. You know what I mean?
It was a great at bat. I feel like Chappie is throwing the ball right now for the last 3 weeks, really. Maybe as good at any time that I've been here. I feel like he's that locked in right now. And Brosseau just put up a great at bat. And that's the beauty sometimes of sport, and you get in these playoff situations, you get into two great teams and two great competitors going at it. He got him on a great at bat. I thought Chappie continued to make pitches. I feel like he's so good with his delivery and his stuff right now. And Brosseau, put a great at bat on him and snuck it out of here.
Brendan Cuddy, you have the next question.
Aaron, could you tell us about the decision-making that goes into just asking 7 outs out of your closer?
Well, I was going to go with him as long as he was efficient, knowing, I probably got Greeny behind him, but Greeny's going to be an up and in and in a shorter situation today. I wasn't going to run Greeny out there, in a 1+ situation. So I just felt like, I felt like it was the end of the line for Garrett. And I knew I wanted Britt in that lane down through the bottom. And then I just wanted Chappie at the top with Lau and Arozarena and those guys coming up. I just felt like I wanted him in there. And if he was real efficient, he would have had a chance to finish the game. If not, I had Greeny behind him if we had to finish anything off.
And understandably, you were in the clubhouse for quite some time after the game. What did you tell the team?
A lot of us, said some things, and, I don't want to go too much into what we said, but there's a lot of pain in that room. There's a lot of closeness and love for one another in that room. And, a lot of people in that room have been through the battles together, where we've had a lot of success and had some heartbreaking playoff losses. And it stings. It stings. I do believe it makes us closer and hopefully continues to make us hungrier. And, but it's a hurting room.
Thank you.
Andy Martino, you have the next question.
Aaron, you just covered this a little in that last answer, but I was going to ask you last year in Houston, we were in there, we were able to see you guys being emotional and hugging and get a feel for that room. So I was just going to ask you what that scene was like in the room, and if this loss seemed to sting as much as that really difficult one under difficult circumstances last year.
Yeah, similar. I think everyone in that room expected to get it done. So there's that stunning, there's tears, people saying some amazing things and great things. And then I just think you add all on top of it, all that 2020's been for you guys, for us, the sacrifices that players, media, staff, clubhouse personnel, being away from family, all that's going on in our world right now. All adds into it, and I am proud of the sacrifice and the commitment that guys have made in kind of heartbreaking conditions. And, but no one I'd rather go through it with than those guys.
Dave Lennon, you have the next question.
Aaron, Garrett came out and seemed to, I don't know if feeling his way is the right word for the first inning, but really kind of came out of a tough spot in a strong way, and something clicked with him. He was kind of cruising in the middle. What did you think of his effort tonight?
Just so proud of his effort. I mean, that was just a championship special player effort, to get in the trouble that he did in the first inning and rack up the pitches and then just make some huge pitches to get out of it. And then, like you said, settle in, obviously on 3 days rest. I definitely felt like he was getting to the end of the line there in the fifth, felt like maybe his arm slot was dropping a little bit. But he showed his mettle again and who he is by the effort he put out tonight.
Thank you.
Dan Martin, you have the next question.
Aaron, I was wondering about the decision to pinch hit Ford there and therefore take out Higashioka in that situation. How difficult was that? Just because Ford hasn't, hit much lately, and then Higashioka's been so good behind the plate for you.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough decision, but in that spot, leading off the eighth inning Castillo's tough on everyone, obviously, but as tough as he is on righties, felt like I needed the on-base presence there, and I thought 40 actually worked a great at bat, and almost got us rolling there. But definitely a tough call, but I think one I had to make.
We'll take a final question from James Wagner.
Hey, Aaron, as you know, we'll look back at the series, you guys will too, to dissect and see why you guys lost and what would help you guys get over the hump, say, next time. When you look back at this, why do you think that you guys lost the series? And then any part of you regret, say, maybe, the game 2 decision, looking back at the series and the losses? Or is it the miscues on the mound and the previous 2 losses? What stands out to you, and do you regret that?
Yeah, no, I don't regret the game 2. I mean, I'm sure there'll be people that take it to, if we just started a guy and went with him, we win the game. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. All over the league, things like this are done, and done really effectively, and we've done them really effectively. So it was just a great back and forth series with another great team that, has a chance to go win a world championship. And it came down to basically the last inning of the series. I don't think anyone's surprised by that necessarily. And we came up short. I dissect everything usually on a nightly basis, and we'll certainly look back and reflect on things, but I don't have that many regrets.
I guess looking back as an organization, what do you think it would take to put you guys over the hump in the playoffs? Is it pitching that has stand out to you? Stands out to you last year, this year, hitting at the plate? What do you think is missing?
Right. Well, I mean, we were, the injury bug hurt us a little bit, obviously, this year, and going into the year, not having Sevy, from the start, obviously Paxton going down, Herman not being a part of things. So we had some, big time guys not a part of this at the end of the year. That said, I think we're that close, even with those, of competing for a championship. I mean, that's a great team over there. It's razor thin. It comes down the last, which is just the nature of sport. We'll continue to work to get better. And hopefully the next time get over the hump.
Aaron, thank you for your time. We'll have Garrett call in a moment.